This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. Well, we are bracing for another winter weather system. It's poised to drop inches of snowfall on our area starting tonight, not to mention some gusty winds.
And with all that in mind, let's turn things over to Jeff Weller with a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather is brought to you by Scotts Recreation with offices in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono. And yes, we have quite a snow system on the way as temperatures drop tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. Here are the advisories. A winter storm warning for much of the region becomes a winter weather advisory further north. But overall, all of us have snowfall on the way, arriving tonight, lingering through tomorrow and into Friday as well. Pretty nice day today, right? Temperatures back up in the 30s, and now the clouds are increasing, and we have quite the system back off to the west of us. There's lots of energy, lots of moisture, moving pretty slowly, so a long duration event on the way. We're going to get some snow out of that too, beginning tonight and lingering into Friday morning. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is cloudy skies, snow developing most likely after midnight with low temperatures in the teens. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
All right, we'll be bracing for that snowstorm.
Indeed. Doesn't sound like it's too much snow, but definitely some dicey conditions.
Absolutely. Well, meanwhile, Howland's former Select Board chair abruptly resigned from her position during Tuesday's town meeting. Our Matthew Jurancic has the story.
Tonight, I offer my written resignation from the chair and the Howland Board of Select Persons effective immediately.
For the past few months, Tammy Colbath felt like she was being disrespected by her fellow Select Board members. During Tuesday's meeting, she made that clear prior to a planned executive session to discuss removing her from her position.
When I received the board agenda and I saw the executive session, I went and asked, what was the executive session about? And it was about me.
That's when she made the decision to resign.
It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of respect. And it was funny. They thought it was funny, and I made light of it, and I asked them not to do that again, and they did it every week anyway. So it's like, that feels discriminatory to me.
Colbath outlined a variety of reasons for leaving. She says that there was a lack of respect for her that ranged from joking during the meetings to overstepping.
Times when I would run meetings and I'd be interrupted and pushed meeting time, like there's a set way to close a meeting or open a meeting, and they'd jump in and do it for me, and I'm like, that's not my job. That's my job.
Fellow board members like town manager David Lloyd were stunned by Colbath's decision.
It was a surprise to me, not what I expected. I did not expect the chair to resign from the board last night. I'm still kind of surprised by it. I really am.
When asked about why the select board was going to hold an executive session to discuss Colbath, Lloyd had no comment. Colbath says going forward, the town needs to do a better job of understanding what the residents of the town want rather than doing what they want.
That really opened up the eyes of a lot of taxpayers that they don't have enough voice or they don't give their voice. And we're supposed to be getting that.
In Howland, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A 17-year-old boy was killed this morning after a car crashed into a tree in Saco. Officials say 2 other teens were also injured in the accident, including one who suffered life-threatening injuries. It happened around 12:30 this morning on Mast Hill Road. Officials say the Ford Fusion had just passed another vehicle when it went out of control and struck a tree. Police have identified the victims as 17-year-old Daniel Abbott of Saco, who was killed in the crash. The 18-year-old driver was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. A juvenile girl who was also a passenger in the backseat wasn't badly injured. They suspect excessive speed was a factor in the crash.
A 6-year-old girl from Chesterville is recovering in a Boston hospital after she was attacked by a dog. Lily Norton was attacked by the dog on Saturday and underwent 11 hours of surgery on her face. She received more than 1,000 stitches to close up her wounds. Lily is in critical condition and faces a lengthy recovery. A GoFundMe page has been established to raise money for the family. They're expecting to make many trips between Maine and Boston while their daughter recovers, and the money raised will help to cover their expenses.
$1 billion in low-income home energy assistance funding was released by the Biden administration today, and Maine will get $6.5 million for its LIHEAP fund. Earlier this month, Senator Susan Collins and Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island led 32 senators in sending a letter to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary urging the allocation of the money. Senator Collins said, quote, "Many Mainers, particularly low-income families and seniors, are struggling with the high cost of energy to keep their homes warm. I strongly advocated for these increased funds and pushed for their swift release to help prevent vulnerable Mainers from having to make the impossible choice between paying for heat and paying for food or medicine," end quote.
2 people are facing charges after police searched a home in Milford on Tuesday. Police say 51-year-old Cindy McVicker and 21-year-old Jonathan McDonald were arrested for unlawful possession of scheduled drugs. The Penobscot County Sheriff's Special Response Unit searched a home on the Bradley Road in Milford at approximately 3 p.m. Homeland Security and a number of other departments also assisted with the search. Officials say the investigation is ongoing.
Well, a local health care provider is looking to fill several volunteer positions. Our Devin Dagnall explains.
Northern Light is in search of volunteers for their Caring Calls Center, Pathfinders program, and hospice.
We're looking for emotional stability, but people that move from a center of kindness and compassion. That's what we're looking for.
According to the Northern Light volunteer coordinator, Sarah Cody, all of the volunteer programs offer an extensive multi-week training program that only requires a few hours of commitment each week. And for anyone with an especially compassionate heart, the Pathfinders coordinator, Jane Corman, says a lot of program volunteers are people who experience some form of grief themselves and are looking to help others through the process.
Those people have a tendency to want to get involved, to give back, but you don't have to have that kind of background. You can just be compassionate and interested in helping kids who are suffering.
The Caring Calls program manager, Cynthia Smith, says that those who volunteer through any of the programs often find the whole experience incredibly rewarding.
You know, to come in and do this call, you leave feeling so much better. And the volunteers, the participants get something out of it, but the volunteers really do too. They know they're making a difference in the life of the folks we call.
Smith says that there is no experience needed prior to the training to volunteer. According to Cody, the next in-person home hospice training session will be on April 6th.
If you're interested in learning more about how to volunteer at Northern Light Home Care and Hospice, visit us on the web at www.northernlighthealth.org/HCH-volunteer.
In Bangor, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, as part of LD 2001, a joint group of stakeholders was put together in 2022 to develop a plan to keep the services provided by Maine Veterans Homes afloat without compromising services or closing any of the 6 homes throughout the state. That group drafted an independent report which compared staffing and other comprehensive goals between local facilities and what's happening on the national level. The report showed unanimous agreement that the findings and recommendations reached were all in the best interest of veterans and would help to achieve financial stability within the operation of Maine Veterans Homes. The report is being presented to the legislature and governor for consideration.
Both the quality of care that our organization is known for, but also the importance of that care throughout the state of Maine. And so everyone involved is very committed to that ongoing success.
Maine Veterans Homes says they are committed to caring for Maine's veterans and are eager to continue the discussion to reach solutions that will allow them to do so for years to come.
Catholic churches across the state held annual Ash Wednesday donation collections, this time to help bring hope to Ukraine. Those who attended services throughout the day had the opportunity to donate money to the church in Central and Eastern Europe, which helps nations in the region in turn. Ash Wednesday marks the beginning of the Lent season, and Maine churches also had a separate collection to help benefit the Solidarity Fund for Africa.
Kennebec County officials are considering how to move forward after news of a big change in how emergency communications are handled. Our David Ledford has more.
Somerset County has announced that it will no longer answer 911 calls for Kennebec County, starting at the end of June. The change will impact 16 municipalities across the Kennebec County region, all but the town of Benton, which is covered by Fairfield. Communications and Emergency Management Director for Somerset County, Michael Smith, says that more than half of the emergency calls they receive come from Kennebec County, which factored into the decision.
We have a responsibility to, the taxpayers of Somerset County who are going to be calling, and to the first responders of Somerset County who rely on this center to be their lifeline, and that's where we need to place our responsibilities.
Smith says staffing shortages at the Somerset County Public Safety Answering Point have made it difficult to handle all the calls. Augusta Police Chief Jared Mills says this is an issue he's seen across Maine.
We're experiencing staffing shortages. I know everybody else in the state is as well, like with most jobs, if you will, that are out there. So this dispatching is not exempt from that. It's a very difficult job to do, and it's hard to find folks willing to do that job.
Kennebec County Emergency Management Director Art True says officials are working to find solutions before the end of June. Some options under consideration include creating a new county-level dispatch center and working with existing ones. True says that if a solution is not found, Maine's Regional Communications Center in Augusta will take on the call load.
Emergency communications, that is a backbone to all of our emergency services. No decisions have been made. No decisions will be made until we have the information and have legitimate short and long-term plans that can sustain our county.
David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And Kennebec County officials do want to remind people that no matter what happens, when you call 911, someone will pick up the phone to help.
Well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll tell you about a new housing project the Bangor Planning Board has approved.
And we'll also tell you about some changes at the Coal Land Transportation Museum. Stay tuned for those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Ever notice how stiff clothes can feel rough on your skin? For softer clothes that are gentle on your skin, try Downy Free and Gentle. Downy will soften your clothes without dyes or perfumes. The towel washed with Downy is softer and gentler on your skin. Try Downy Free and Gentle.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard Parks.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home and a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Comfort Shoes and More will make winter easier. Next Grip men's and ladies' boots feature cutting-edge technology to make walkways a breeze. Corkers are made with interchangeable soles to conquer the roughest winter conditions. Navitec with the flip it and clip it spikes make you confident no matter what the conditions are. Bruce McDonald's trained podorthist will make sure the fit is perfect for you. See why thousands of people have trusted Comfort Shoes and More for all of their footwear. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport. The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Bangor officials have greenlighted a project that could add housing options to the area. The Bangor Planning Board has unanimously approved a project that will turn a Bangor mobile home park into a tiny home park with 34 properties.
I'll take a raise of hands. All in favor, raise your right hand. Any opposed? That's none. And so that has passed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The park will be on Hammond Street and will offer some relief to Bangor's housing shortage. The homes are designed to be put together quickly, and construction is slated to begin this fall and finish in the spring of 2024.
Well, the Coal Land Transportation Museum may be closed technically, but volunteers are hard at work preparing for the museum's opening. A handful of volunteers spent part of their day constructing a roof over the blacksmith shop inside the museum. This spot is a visitor favorite where people can learn more about the special work produced by blacksmiths.
And I tell the kids that this is a very hard job. It was a lot of work to it. It was hot, and it was just have a lot of knowledge on metal and how hard it can be to move it and shape it and so forth. Yeah.
The Coal Land Transportation Museum opens for the season May 1st.
Really such a fascinating art form, I think, of blacksmithing. It's really cool to get a more inside look at how that is.
Very, very hard work. Like I think when you learn about it historically, you don't always get a feel for how taxing the work was. So it's great to hear that perspective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we'll have a story on something kids and parents can do to stay entertained over school vacation.
And in sports, our tournament coverage continues. Tyler Cruz and Ryan Sudol back with the latest after the break.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Dining sets for dinner parties. How about a living room set for movie night? New mattresses for a comfortable night's sleep. At the Furniture Gallery, it's always a great time to buy. Maine family owned and operated.
Bucksport Regional Health Center has cared for the community for almost 50 years. We are trusted and compassionate providers. We have also given thousands of COVID-19 vaccines because the COVID-19 vaccine is very safe, very effective, and your best shot at protecting yourself from COVID. Trust us. Trust the vaccine. Protect yourself. Take your shot against COVID-19.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
ABC 7, Fox 22, and Next Home Experience want to send you to see the professional bull riders performing March 10th, 11th, and 12th at the Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Register to win 2 tickets at our website. Come out of the gate hot this year. With selling your home, like riding a bull, the market can be a bumpy ride, but our Next Homies are here to make it as smooth as possible. Get your tickets, get looped, and get sold. With Next Home Experience, your humans over houses realtors.
My family and I are proud to offer you the best value for your money at the Furniture Gallery. Shop local rather than the big box stores. When you buy local, you help keep more dollars in your community. Shop local, save money. The Furniture Gallery, Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome in to Fast Break Tournament Edition, brought to you by Dorsey Furniture and Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer.
From the action up here at the Cross Center, but before we get to that, let's send it down to Augusta, where Ryan Sudol is at the Class A North semifinals. Ryan, what's going on?
Hey Tyler, thank you so much. Yes, I'm here at the Augusta Civic Center,
And what a day of basketball we have here today. A North semifinals across boys and girls. Girls up first. First game was Lawrence, the 2 seed, dominating Coney, the 3 seed, 68-37 off of 10 three-pointers for the team, and Hope Bouchard's 17 points. They will move on to face the winner of this game behind me, Gardner, the 1 seed, against the 5 seed Nokomis. Starting at 7:30, it will be the boys semifinals, that game being number 3 Skowhegan against the number 7 seed Messalotski. Remember, they upset the 2 seed Nokomis over the weekend. And finally, the nightcap at 9 o'clock, it will be the number 1 seed Brewer against the number 4 seed Coney. It's going to be a fantastic night of basketball, and we'll have everything for you later on ABC 7 and Fox 22. Tyler, back to you.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Enjoy the action down there. As for right now, Southern Aristic is up on Bangor Christian in a close one. This is 23-21 in the third quarter. The game before this was the other Class D boys semifinal. Bangor Christian just took the lead 24-23 on a Conrad Straubel 3. That's the eruption you hear behind me. Before this, Machias took a win, so the winner of this game will see the Machias Bulldogs in the Class D North regional final. In the early session, we had Class B, and those were all some pretty exciting games. We started with the girls. Ellsworth took a 19-point win over Caribou. They're going to the finals for their first time since 1992. And then Old Town won their game against Holton. They are headed to meet Ellsworth. And then in the boys, Ellsworth and Orono both won their games. They are going to, that's going to be a rematch of the Class B North finals from last year, which Ellsworth won. Ellsworth was probably one of the most exciting games I've seen in this tournament so far. 38 points from Chance Mercier carried them to victory. They were up 19. Old Town came back. They brought it to within 3. A couple of Miles Palmer free throws at the end sealed that game for Ellsworth. That was a 5-point win. So again, Class B North Boys Championship. That's the same matchup as last year with Ellsworth and Orono. This is a really good game going on behind me. 26-24 Southern Aristic. So I'm going to get back to this. Right now, we are going to send it to your full 5-day forecast.
Hey Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. And all right, so for us, this is a winter storm warning. Kicks in tonight, lingers through tomorrow into early parts of Friday for snow and some wind in there as well. The main event arrives tomorrow morning, lingers throughout the day tomorrow into early parts of Friday. What to expect going forward? Well, a winter storm again. They've been kind of rare this year, right? Basically for tomorrow and for Friday, heavy snow, wind gusts of 30 miles per hour. Blowing snow is likely in there as well. Regional impacts, a very large system. And then behind it, there's some much colder air on the way. We could have low temperatures down near 0 tomorrow night and also into Friday morning. Okay, lots of sunshine out there for us today. Gave way to cloud cover throughout the afternoon. And now the system is not so far away. In fact, here it is just to the west of us. There's lots of energy in here, lots of moisture in here, lots of oomph in the atmosphere. And that is all coming our direction. The heaviest snow will fall back off to the west of us, but still, we have a pretty good snowfall on the way for parts of our area. And then look at this. This thing is huge across the Midwest right now. And there's more back behind that, so we're still in this very active pattern around here. So right now we're looking at temperatures, looking at in the 30s and cloud cover increasing, but overnight tonight that snow spreads in from west to east, and by tomorrow morning, here's 7 a.m., we're snowing across the entire area, and also probably a break in the action for several hours tomorrow into tomorrow night, and then another batch of moisture gets in here late tomorrow night and throughout the day on Friday, so combined we have quite a system on the way with 2 waves of heavy snow. And that's going to look like this. So again, the heaviest snow will fall back off to our west, but overall, this looks around a 8 to 10 inch snowfall for most locations, but less than that as you go north toward Millinocket. In fact, Millinocket may be 5 or 6 inches there, and less than that for the north as well. So overall, this will be a area around Bangor. We'll see the most snow from this. Looking down the road, though, this is not the only one. If you look around the corner, they have a system coming, of course, tomorrow and also for Friday. But then again, over the weekend, there could be some more snow around here as well. So our snowpack, which dwindled down, is going to get some refreshing, right, as we have more snowfall on the way and lots of fun this weekend, of course, on the trails. Temperature-wise today, 35 here in Bangor, 39 for Bar Harbor, 29 Millinocket. This will not do this tomorrow as we have much colder air on the way. We we could hold high temperatures tomorrow pretty much for all of you in the teens. Tonight, though, lots of clouds out there, low temperatures down near 10, and snow arriving most likely after midnight. Probably a 2 to 4 inch snowfall overnight tonight with a northwest wind gusting near 20. Now for tomorrow, high temperatures in the teens, so light fluffy snow, easy to move around. Scattered snow showers pretty much all day long. With a break in the action later on in the day, we could see another 2 to 4 inches of snow tomorrow, and then some more snow gets in here late tomorrow night and throughout the day on Friday before finally ending on Friday afternoon with a high of 20. And then look, temperature Friday night down near 6 degrees below zero. And the weekend looks colder, 14 on Saturday, and then more snow is in the forecast for us on Sunday. Back to Peter.
All right, so if anybody was bothered by the thaw that we've had, never fear.
Yeah, right.
Your snowpack will be replenished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The good thing I think about this is that it will be coming in batches, so we'll have chances to
be very manageable.
Shovel ourselves out, and it definitely will be.
Yeah, but again, layering up with those frigid overnight temperatures settling in as well.
Yeah, something to remember there.
All righty, well, there is more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Time for Downey McBride to go to work. Y'all gotta sniff this stuff. Whoop, whoop. Smells great, Downey.
Cul-de-sacs.
Downey Unstoppable. You gotta sniff it to believe it.
Looking to buy your first RV? Harvey RV and Marine offers a free starter kit with every RV and camper they sell. All the necessities to get you started and a complete orientation on all the features of your new RV. With over 150 years of combined experience outfitting RVs with the most trusted brands, hundreds to choose from, all backed by our certified technicians. Our no-pressure sales team is ready to help. So come see why our business is built on repeat customers. Harvey RV and Marine, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
This November, you'll vote on a costly scheme to radically change Maine's electric grid. Pine Tree Power would create a quasi-governmental owned utility. It puts partisan politicians in charge of electricity and will cost Mainers $13.5 billion. It will mean higher electric bills, and proponents have no plan to improve reliability or service. Vote no on the costly electric scheme. It's a bad idea for Maine.
Congratulations and best wishes to Hamden Academy girls from Leo & Sons Auto Repair, a family dependable auto repair service. Bucksport Regional Health Center wishes our teams good luck. Located in Bucksport and Ellsworth, your family health center, accepting new patients. Best wishes to the Brewer Witches from Karen Signs, featuring vehicle wraps, carved signs, window lettering, political and yard signs, banners, and more.
Come see us at R&K Variety in Hamden. R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, our famous lasagna, or one of our savory soups, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after work? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
Tonight, President Biden on the world stage, plus where the major winter storm is headed and the damage it's already left behind. We're tracking it all. More Americans turn to world news tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Welcome back, everyone. Finally tonight, with most Maine students on vacation this week, many parents are looking for ways to keep their children entertained while also looking to escape boredom themselves. Well, according to the owner of Maine Messology, Erica Martin Booker, her business is not only offering a unique sensory experience for children, but also a sense of community for all parents, too.
Yes, it's very important to me that we give not just families, but moms in general, a place to come and feel safe, to be able to talk about how they're feeling, and also just to let their kids have fun without feeling like they need to run after them and, protect them from all of the world's dangers and whatnot.
And to end the February break, Messology Maine will be hosting a luau all day on Sunday, February 26th. Sounds like a lot of fun to be had there, and you can see examples of that from all the kids having a blast.
Toys, art,
yeah,
all kinds of fun stuff to do there. So good place to go to let your kids vent all of that. It's vacation energy.
Seriously, but I just love that backdrop behind her too in the interview. You can tell that it definitely gets a little bit messy there at Messology, and that's a good thing.
Hence the name.
Right. I mean, but kids need a space like that where they can just kind of let all that energy go.
Let all that energy out, not worry about whether or not they get messy. In fact, it's encouraged.
Exactly.
I think we should take a turn trying to fill that little bus and then
that would be a lot of fun.
Running around.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe get a little messy here. I don't know. Maybe not.
We can draw on the walls in here. I think management might get a little upset.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Maybe some finger painting somewhere.
Well, we have Messology, Maine to go to do that.
We do. We'll head over there for a field trip.
Exactly.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC 7 News. Take care. Have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.